Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we're looking at something that's now quite old, really, in comparison. Has become very collectible and now quite difficult to find, especially in this mint unopened condition. We are looking at the 2006 release by Character Options from their Doctor Who 12-inch action figure range. And this particular figure we are looking at today is of Martha Jones, as portrayed by the gorgeous Freema Agyeman. And she starred as Martha Jones in the third series of Doctor Who, the third new series of Doctor Who, which also starred David Tennant as the Doctor. The first episode she appeared in was called Smith and Jones, which aired in 2007. And her final appearance in Doctor Who was at the end of time in 2010, which saw the regeneration of the 10th Doctor into the 11th. Actually, when I think about it, Martha Jones also made an appearance in the Doctor Who spin-off Torchwood, where she appeared for, I think, 3 episodes as the Doctor. She was a qualified Doctor by then, and crossed over into Torchwood. Okay, but I've digressed. Let's get back to the item. This is the item in front of us, and at the very top of the item you can see it's got 5+. And halfway down it says fully poseable action figure with 14 points of articulation. And you've got an image there of Freema Agyeman as Martha Jones. And at bottom it says Martha Jones and Doctor Who logo. And you've got the Character Options logo on the bottom right hand corner there. Okay, that's the front of the box. I'm just going to spin the box around to the back and let's see what we got printed on the reverse. Okay, so I turn the box around. This is what we got on the back. So at the very top, it's got ages 5 and plus, and it's got the Doctor Who logo again. And it says Martha Jones. The Doctor meets Martha Jones at London's Royal Hope Hospital, where she was training to be a doctor. Something alien is hiding in the hospital. Plasmavore. And after helping the Doctor expose and defeat the vampiric creature, she eagerly joins the time traveller on his adventures through time and space. And there's an image of Freema Agyeman as Martha Jones inside the Tardis. And it says fully poseable action figure with 14 points of articulation. And at the bottom you've got just underneath that you've got the image of the TARDIS flying through the time vortex. And it says contents 1x12-inch scale Martha Jones action figure. Your character logo, manufactured and distributed by Character Options Limited, and their address and details is made in China. www.characteronline.co.uk. Item 12-inch Martha Jones action figure, item number 802407, age grade 5 years and plus. And you've got the barcode at the very bottom and the reference number, and you've got the copyright and licensing information at the very bottom on the very bottom of the box there. And it says hollow sticker replacement. I suppose if you've got a hollow sticker you can put it there. No idea what that means. And you've got the BBC logo at the very bottom there. Okay, that is the back of the box. Just turn the box to the side. What have we got on the side? It says Doctor Who, and you've got Martha Jones, and there's an image of Martha at the bottom there again, and you've also got that lovely image of Martha on the side there. And if we turn it around the other side, we've got the same again. We've got Martha image at the top. It says Martha Jones, Doctor Who. You've got a Character Options logo at the bottom there. It says fully poseable action figure with 14 points of articulation. Okay, what I think we're going to do now is I'm going to open the box and take the figure out. And let's have a look at the figure. I don't know if I can take her off the board, off the backing card, but I'm certainly going to open the box and take her out, and let's have a good look at the figure where we're not hounded by reflection off of the window. Okay, let's do that right now. Okay, so I have removed the figure from the box, and this is what we got. And I've zoomed right in on her. Actually, before we actually do have a closer look at Martha, I'll show you that she's still on the packet here. And the reason I can't take her off is because she's all strapped in on these straps at the back, and that goes all the way through the plastic and locks the plastic into the backdrop here as well, which is a shame. I mean, it's such a nice backdrop as well. If you had the plastic out, you could actually keep Martha standing in there as a display backdrop. So it's very, very nicely done. But I just want to have a look at her sculpting, because they have done a fantastic job with Martha Jones, getting her features absolutely bang on. She looks absolutely stunning. They've got her whole facial features right, her hair is spot on, her eyes are right, her nose, her mouth, absolutely blinding. They've done a fantastic job in creating her face, just like Freema Agyeman's. If I can just scoot down, so I want to try and, there we go. So we've got the photograph there on the side of the box of Freema Agyeman as Martha Jones, and the 12-inch figure in the background. But you can see they could be sisters. They could be the same person. They are the same person. Terrific, absolutely fantastic sculpting. Really, really brilliant. I can't rate these figures highly enough, this figure highly enough, because they've absolutely done a fantastic job in getting her face. I can't fault her face. It is just absolutely right. Be nice if she had the big smile on the figure as she's got on in the image, but they haven't done that. But other than that, it is absolutely spot on, bang on the money. They've done this. I just think they've done such a good job on these 12-inch figures. They were absolutely amazing. Not just the Martha Jones figure, I hasten to add, but the 10th Doctor, the Ood, the Cybermen, the Jadoon. They were absolutely brilliant. So yeah, Dalek Sec I think was another one that they did a 12-inch on, but absolutely spot on. Every single one of these are absolutely highly detailed and fantastic. I say the sculpting is just incredible. And of course, also her clothing is spot on for her leather or PVC jacket that she wears in most of the episodes, and her burgundy top underneath. And again, most of the time she's wearing jeans, and she's in blue jeans all the way down to her brown shoes, which she wears in, I think they're shoes, I don't think they're boots. If we can lift that up. Well, they're low ankle boots. So and that's probably what she wears in the actual episodes. So but yeah, I mean, I just can't rate these figures highly enough. They're just absolutely superb. They've done a marvelous job on these. Well, let's just get some measurements of Martha, just because it says it's the 12-inch range. I don't think these figures are quite 12 inches, but let's get the ruler up there. So we are looking at, I don't know if you can see that. Let me just zoom out a tad more. So we're looking at 28 centimetres, which is 11 inches. So Martha is slightly smaller than 12 inches. She is 8 centimetres wide, if we go from across the arms. I think that was 8. No, beg your pardon, 9 centimetres wide. And depth-wise, we are looking at about 3 centimetres deep. So that gives you an idea of the size. It's not quite 12 inches, but as close to 12 as we're going to get it. Articulation-wise, again, great articulation. Now, unfortunately, I can't take her out for you to have a good look, but I mean, you can see you've got movement on the hand, and the hands do rotate. You can turn the hands. You've got the elbow joints, which I can feel on there, and you've got the shoulder joints at the very top, and you've also got the neck. So you've got 3 points of articulation on each arm. You've got the neck, you've then got the waist, the tops of the legs, the knee joints, and the feet. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14 points of articulation, and I believe that's exactly what it said on the box. Yes, it did. So there we are. Absolutely stunning figure. As I say, I think Character Options done absolutely marvellous in these 12-inch figures, and they really didn't get the justification that I think they deserved, because I think the 12-inch figures were the best figures that Character Options actually produced. So how well did they do back in 2006? Well, to be perfectly honest with you, they were disappointing sales on these. I'm assuming, and in my opinion, that's due to the fact that obviously the size of the figures wasn't as comfortable for children. They're perhaps a bit big. I think children are more comfortable with the 5-inch figures that were the smaller ones, and kids tend to play with the smaller figures because they're more comfortable sitting in their hands and what have you. The 12-inch figures, well, I think they're more for collectors than for really for adults, for children rather, because the detailing that's gone into them, the playability, I wouldn't really like to play with them in case they got damaged. These particular figures, they just look stunning just on display. They really, the 12-inch figures are just the best line that Character Options produced, and that goes for all of them, as I said. So disappointing sales, as I say, and mainly that's because of the size of the figure. The kids didn't want them, or the adults didn't want to pay for them, because obviously they were, you could buy 3 or 4 of the smaller figures for the same price as a larger figure. So the options were, obviously, it was for if you got a kid that's in a Doctor Who, it was a no-brainer. You buy them the smaller figures. I think it was just mainly collectors that went for the 12-inch figures. I have been to some people's houses and seen the kids have these figures, but they just, they're not really played with. They're open, they're in a toy box, they just sit there. The kids are more into the smaller figures, like I say. So that is a shame. But anyway, that's my opinion. So let's move forward to 2024. So 18 years on from when these figures were produced. Do they come up very often nowadays on the platforms? Well, the answer to that is no. They hardly ever come up on the platforms, or certainly Martha Jones. I don't think I've seen her on a platform in a very, very long time. Obviously, simply, I think, again, it was because of the fact that the sales were very low, the quantities produced were very low. There's just not that amount of Martha Jones figures still around that people want to part with. So the answer to the question, no, this particular figure very rarely comes up on the platforms, and if it does, it's usually opened or not in the box or mint like this particular one is. Some of the figures actually do pop up from time to time, but not very often, and they are demanding fairly large money. I think the common one 12-inch figure that does come up on the website is usually the Cyberman or the Ood, and the other one is the Dalek Sec. They're the common ones that come up. I don't know why they appear. Maybe there was more quantity of the villains than the main characters. I don't know, but they are the ones that seem to come up a little bit more often on the platform. Maybe not the Ood actually, but I've seen the Cyberman many times on the platforms, and yeah, maybe not the Dalek Sec as much nowadays. As time's gone on, you're seeing them less and less. But there we are. However, you know it, we know it. We at Midas Touch have managed to find a whole case full of these figures, and a sort of big assortment case. So we've got pretty much all of the figures, all of the 12-inch figures, and they're all available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, as is this Martha Jones figure. And you can get to the website very simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Doctor Who items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And also, remember that we have a lot of exclusive items on the website, which we don't have on the platforms. So bear that in mind when you're on the website looking around. You may find stuff on there that doesn't appear on the platforms, not to mention that the price will always be lower on the website than it is on the platforms. And it's obviously because of the charges that you get on the platforms. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I'm absolutely positive that this is something you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this beautiful Martha Jones figure with me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next video. So bye for now.